What is up, everybody? Retro Years in the chat. And so we've entered the end game. Yeah, bro, we are in the last, what do we got? 5 games left, which is absolutely crazy. We started with 13, I think. Been starting with 10. I blessed you guys up. Started with 13, so we can have a little bit more magic, Disney magic on Retro Survivor. And now we're down to 5, which is absolutely insane. Let me go ahead and put the big screen on. Get everybody a chance to come in. Man, get comfortable. Come on in. Kick your shoes off. Have a seat. We got some things to talk about. But before we get into it today, I got something that I started a few weeks back, and I want you guys to go ahead and make your prediction. So at the season finale, I'm going to give away a game to you guys. And all you got to do, I put a link in the chat. I pinned the link. Go ahead and make your prediction for who's going to be eliminated tonight. If you are correct, that's going to gain you an entry. And I'm going to spin a wheel. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to spin a wheel or do some kind of AI randomizer. I don't know. We're going to do something random. I'm going to take all these entries. If you are correct, you will gain an entry every single week that you are correct if you enter this giveaway. You got to click the link. You got to make your prediction. And this is before voting time. You do this every single week. You can stack up entries. More of a chance for you to win something for free. I've never played Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games. I don't think most of the chat has. I'm giving you a way to play it for free. I'm going to send it right to your door. All you got to do is enter this giveaway, and it's just a little bit of token appreciation from me to you because you guys are just an awesome chat. So I'm just trying to give back to you a little bit and have a little fun while doing it. So go ahead and do that. But let me go back. Big screen. Guys, let me go ahead and talk to you right quick. Let me talk to you. Guys, I have gotten back into pickleball. I don't know if you guys, I know this is a geriatric sport. I get it. Don't laugh. But listen, from time to time, you have to assert your status as dominant male of the pride when you work with teenagers. As most of you know, I work with teenagers. And there comes times where they think that they're better at me at stuff. And I have to remind them who's boss. Because in their mind, if they think that they're bigger, faster, or stronger than me in any way, shape, or form, there might be a mutiny starting. So every once in a while, I gotta shake the rust off and show them that I'm better than them at dodgeball, volleyball, ping pong, pool, underwater basket weaving. It does not matter. I'm better than them, so they can go ahead and calm down and humble themselves, and all is right in the world. So pickleball has been the latest obsession. Every time that we hang out and I'm with these teenagers, they want to play pickleball. Dude, I started 2 or 3 weeks ago. Last night I played until 10:30. I'm going to repeat myself. I played until 10:30. I am a grown man. I have a full-time job, and I played pickleball until 10:30. I didn't even have to break out the icy hot, so I might still be in my prime. I don't know. But here's the main thing. I have yet to lose. I have yet to lose. Now, the guy that's like the best in a youth group, apparently, he's like really good. He has yet to join us. So there's going to be this big face-off, I'm assuming, at some point that I'm going to play this guy. So stay tuned. I will let you know week by week if I even told my wife, I'm like, are we good on our insurance? Because you need to go ahead and find our card, have it handy. I'm playing pickleball. Accidents may happen. But anyway, I will keep you guys updated if I lose, which I don't think that's going to happen because – again, if I lose and they're gonna think that they have a chance at beating me at something. But anyway, so dude, that's been my latest obsession. Hope you guys have been having a good week. I've been playing pickleball too late at night with random teenagers, and that sounds kind of bad, but it's my job, literally. So, man, let me go back to the chat. Wow, this is, dare I say, bonkers. Dude, bonkers is literally still in Retro Years. I don't know if you were caught up to speed on Retro Survivor. Last week, I was given an order to keep bonkers in the game against my wishes, against the fans' wishes. So we left it on kind of a cliffhanger. Are the fans back in control of Retro Survivor? You got to stay tuned for the whole episode to find that out. We might get another interruption, or the fans might take it back over. We shall see. Well, Electric says, what's going to happen this week? That's why you got to stay tuned to Retro Survivor. You have no idea what's going to happen. There's a twist almost every week. Whenever you go to confessional, it plays the overheat sound effect, by the way. Oh, dude, I still got my overheat playing. Hold on. Appreciate that. Let me go ahead and delete that, John, because we are done with that this season. Appreciate that. He gone. Overeat sounds gone. Man, you guys thought we're gonna have another double eviction night? No, we've already done that. On to new things. Let's go to. Hold on. What do we got? Our 5 games left. Dun dun dun. We got Lion King. We got Aladdin. We got the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse and Bonkers. Goof Troop. These are the 5 games that have left. What do you guys think about these 5 games? Let me know in the chat if you were surprised at these 5 games, not surprised at these 5 games. Is there any sleeper picks on here? Was there something you wasn't expecting? Are you still angry and bitter that Beauty and the Beast is gone? What's the vibe? What's the vibe, chat? Let me know something. But we got Lion King. We got Goof Troop, who I think should win it all. That is my pick. I'm a biased host. Sue me. We got Aladdin. We got Magical Quest. We got Bonkers. Bonkers is what the heels want out. Bonkers is the villain. Bonkers is this season's Buster. Reason being, I don't like when I don't have control of my own show. I don't like when the heels have control. I don't like feeling like the control slipping through my fingers. I don't like it. So Bonkers got a target on its back. That's where I got my sight set on. Bonkers. Bonkers is the enemy. Bonkers is going to get out. That is my call for tonight. But make your call. Go ahead and go enter that prediction. Let me know what you think, who you think is going to go home tonight. But man, I got another thing I got to tell you guys. I have never, confession time, confession. I have never, this is tough to admit. I have never, oh man, I'm about to get blamed in the chat, but it is what it is. I've never played Magical Quest. Never played it. I've seen some gameplay. Never played it. It's never entered the grace of my Super Nintendo. So today, I thought, how can we have a game literally in the top 5 that I've never even played? What about that? And it's a game by Capcom. I mean, come on. We got to play that, John. So I got it queued up right now. I got my burning device. We're about to play it. We're going to see how many times I die. You guys are probably going to make fun of me because it's my first ever time playing. I said I wasn't going to do that anymore. Because I get embarrassed, but we're going to go for it. Let me go back to the chat one more time. Retro Year says, I got you. I don't know what that was too, but appreciate you being here. Dude, Retro Year, are you done packing, bro? You said, hey guys, I'm going through a tough time. I'm packing, which if you Google the top 5 most stressful things in life, moving is on the list, by the way. Fun fact. So moving is very stressful. So sorry you had to go through that, but hopefully you were at the end of it. U-Haul trucks are emptying. I would hope that you're through it. But yeah, dude, this guy said, hey, I'm moving, and then just fell off the face of the earth for about 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, man, I'm glad to see you're back and alive. We're about to send an Amber Alert out for you, buddy. Surprised that Magical Quest is still there. Aladdin all the way to the end. Oh, dude, I forgot you're a big Aladdin fan. I would imagine, dude, do you think Aladdin's going to be in the finale? Because the way I see it, and I've been doing something every week, or I literally started this past week, but starting every week, I'm going to post the power rankings of Retro Survivor. So I know we're kind of far in this season, so we'll start fresh next season. But every single Wednesday, the day after we stream, I'm going to post a power rankings. So I'm keeping up with how many votes each game gets, and I'm also keeping up with what games are talked about the most in chat. And that's what I'm using to make my power rankings. So Lion King last week was number 1 because Lion King, to its credit, has not gotten one single vote for eviction. Not one. Not near one of them. Nada. Zilch. They have not gotten one vote. Also, Lion King comes up in chat from time to time. So I'm using those 2 points of criteria to make my power rankings to see who is in first, who is in last. If there's somebody that barely squeaks by every week, like maybe there's 5 votes to evict Bonkers, which there should be more votes than that this week. Let's say there's 5 votes and somebody else gets 6 votes. Okay, well, that's going to move him down to the bottom of the rankings because obviously people are trying to get him out. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to post the power rankings every single Wednesday. That way you guys can discuss, did we get it right? Do you disagree with that? And just something for us to look forward to every single Wednesday. Okay, Electric says, I feel like this season is going just as planned, or I mean, as expected. Oh, I hope we don't have anything else. No more shenanigans. No more heel move shenanigans. That was awful last week. We cannot, that cannot happen. We cannot have another takeover Retro Survivor. This is a fan made show. It's for the fans, not heels that want their own agenda. And for what? For what? For bonkers to win? Who wants that? Who wants to go back and see the villain win? Retro Year says, yep, I was live last night. Dude, I missed it. What was I doing last night? Oh, dude, I was playing pickleball till 10:30. That's why I wasn't. Sorry, I missed your live. I was playing pickleball, dude. Literally, so again, small town, so like you just can just ride around town and see people do things. And so riding around town, I see 5 of my youth at the pier fishing, and I don't know why none of them know how to catch fish. Anyway, so I see them fishing, and so I just pull in. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And apparently they're going to start like a YouTube fishing channel, which you have to catch fish to do so. So I don't even know why they're doing that. But anyway, so I'm asking them like, hey, I ain't got nothing to do this evening. Y'all trying to run it back in some pickleball? And they could feel the challenge. They can't help themselves. They felt the challenge rising up within them. And so we played pickleball, and literally at 10:30, I was like, guys, I'm a grown man. I got work tomorrow. I've won like 4 or 5 games in a row. I got nothing else to prove. I'm going home because it's summertime for them. They ain't got nothing to do. They don't care. Literally, I was getting messages from some of them. They were playing Hunter Call of the Wild until like 3 a.m. because apparently there was a new DLC on that dropped. I'm like, dude, hunting an IGL game at 3 a.m. is crazy. Now, I knew I was up at 3 a.m. and I got that message because I was looking at Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but that's beside the point. That is literally beside the point. Retro Year says, oh, yeah. DJ, my boy DJ is in the chat. If Bonkers were to win, you could say that would be a Bonkers development. DJ, don't talk like that. Why you got to invite that dark magic into my chat, bro? Bonkers is not going to win. We're moving on from that. Okay, here's what we got going on. We are going to play a little bit of Magical Quest. I've never played it before. I'm probably going to get raked over the coals, but we're going to have a fun time with it. We're going to have a fun time. Us friends. Not making fun of your friends' mediocre gaming habits. It's going to be good. Let me know on that game audio if it's too loud or not loud enough. Here, I'll pick it up a little bit. I think it wasn't loud enough last time. Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Okay, hold on. Let's go through the premise of this right quick because I've never played it, and that is true. However, I've watched some gameplay, and if I remember right, this all happens due to a game of catch. So let's proceed because I think I'm right on that. I'm ready to see the whole lore. Let me see the lore on how we get to the situation that we're in. The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Whoa, we get an options? Hold on. Do we have an easy mode? Come on now. Holler at me. Come on. Where are we at on this? Oh, let's go. This just went up my power rankings. Come on now. Let's go. I'm still going to die a lot. But it's going to give me a fighting chance. All right, press start. All right, let's go through the lore. I want to see it. Why are we in the Magical Quest? Mickey and his friends are playing catch in the park. Long lag time in between screens. Goofy, here comes the pitch, Mickey. I could do a halfway decent Goofy voice, but it's not that good. And dude, Mickey, you didn't even put your hands up. The throw by Goofy and you can't even put your hands up? Don't worry, Mickey. I'll find Pluto for you. And then he hits the scuba on his way out. Worried? Who's worried? hits him on one of those numbers. If Goofy said he'll find him, then Goofy will definitely find him. Probably. Oh, Pluto. Here, Pluto. Where are you, pal? And then I think all of a sudden we're fighting against an evil overlord out of nowhere. Yep, let's drop down the cliff because we're looking for a baseball. This makes a lot of sense. Yep, and now we're on our way to a castle due to a game of catch. Makes sense to me. I'm going to break this down. Let me go ahead and pause. I don't want to like jump into this level and then just get hit by something. But I'm going to break this down of what we just saw. Action. Okay, hold on. Time out. Time out. So, what has just happened? They are playing a game of catch. Mickey, I don't even want to say misses the ball. He doesn't even put his hands up. I don't even know what that's about. Terrible athlete. Literally no hand-eye coordination. And then the ball rolls. So, I don't know if you've ever played a game of catch. Anybody? When you play a game of catch, if you miss the ball, how far is the ball really going to roll? 5 feet? 10 feet? If they got an arm? 30 feet at most? Like, what are we talking here? But it rolled far enough to where it rolled off a cliff down a valley in a canyon on its way to an evil king's. Like, does it have its own autonomy? Is it alive? And why are they playing so close to a cliff anyway? Who plays catch where the ball can go down a cliff? If you got one ball, you miss, it's over. Who would even do that? That literally makes no sense. And then a dog? You're telling me a dog can go 10 or 15, 30 feet and get lost? How does that make any sense? I've had lots of dogs in my life, and they've died either due to natural causes or, I don't know, like a snake bite or an animal or getting hit by a car, some unfortunate thing, whatever. I don't think I've ever heard of a dog running 30 feet and getting lost. That's just me, though. And I've been around animals my entire life. So none of this literally makes sense. And I would think Disney, the master storytellers that they are, could do a little bit better than this. Give me a little bit. Like, you took the time to make the cutscenes. Can you give me a little story? Can you give me a little plot? What is that? That's terrible. That's literally something kids would talk about. Like, kid would make that up in 5 minutes. If you told a 5-year-old, come up with a premise of a game in 5 minutes or less, a kid, they would do that probably better. Actually insane. What's the chat saying? Typical Goofy, I'll find him. Literally walks the opposite way. I didn't even think about that because Pluto went right and Goofy scooped it off to the left. So where's he going? DJ says, I always love a game with a good overworld map. I think there's an art to it. What's everybody's favorite? That is a good point. I love an overworld map. I love a good overworld map. Teddy Belcher. What's up, Teddy Belcher? Spoiler, somebody ate the dog. Don't. Actually, Teddy, I've never played this before. Super Mario World Overworld is pretty great. That's true. Man, anything with here, let me go to gameplay. Hold on. Anything Donkey Kong Country related? Bro, I'll eat that up. I love the Donkey Kong Country Overworlds. Okay, so again, never played this. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to grab this tomato. Hold on. We're going to figure this out. I got to get my controls. So we're supposed to spin it, and then I'm supposed to grab it. Spin. Not the same button. Also, I'm playing on my Anbernic device, so a little bit different controls. There we go. And we're up. I'm pretty sure there's something up there. Again, I've watched a little gameplay. There should be... Hold on. There we go. Here, let me move my mic a little bit. I'm kind of sitting all cattywampus, bro. That's going to mess me up. Okay, here we go. Is there anything up here for me? Nothing? That bird don't have anything for me? This is a hop and bop situation, correct? Whoa, okay. Yeah, hop and bop. Done with level 1. It's that easy, guys. It's literally that easy. Hiya! Who is this guy? I'm looking for my dog, Pluto. Okay, well, that's Mickey talking. Have you seen him? Where's Goofy, by the way? Yes, your dog was captured by the evil... Oh, how unlucky. By the evil ruler of this world. Wow. Is that the devil? He's literally talking about the devil. Unless this is I guess this is a fictional world. Oh, your dog? Yeah, Satan grabbed him earlier. Sorry about that. Like... That's very unfortunate. I think I would rather him get hit by a car. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in a silly mood today. I warn you, his powerful magic has never been defeated. Ever? Well, he hadn't met Mickey Mouse now, has he? Do not attempt to rescue your dog. Save yourself. No. Pluto's my pal. I will not give up. Can you tell me where I can find this Emperor Pete? If you insist on going, follow the Emperor's statues. One after another, these will lead you to his castle. Well, actually, I forgot. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Thank you for that. I muted myself when I hit my mic. I was just talking about how Teddy said that the dog was going to get roasted over the fire. So basically, this guy's yapping my ear off, and my dog has either run away, been captured by the evil prince of this world, Pete, or he's being roasted over the fire. And this guy's yapping. That's all I said. That's all you missed. And then I talked about me jumping on those blocks. And apparently, at some point, I picked up another heart, so that's pretty cool. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to grab those little, son of a biscuit. I'm supposed to grab that. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, sorry about being muted. I hit my mic when I was referring to Teddy spoiling the whole game for me and saying Pluto's getting roasted on a campfire somewhere. Okay, what's the red one mean? What's the red mean? Hold on. Infinite cubes? Whoa. What's this guy? How do you defeat him? Whoa. Oh, okay. You got to do a triple. But he takes a triple. Let me go ahead and go up here. What's up here for me? I know not. Okay, let's try this again. That was a little embarrassing. What do the coins do? If I get 100 coins, do I get an extra life? Somebody please confirm. That's important. Jump over the spikes. On the cloud. If video game logic has taught me anything, it's that a cloud is going to be a platform that falls. So I knew that instinctively. Big gamer knowledge. Don't. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be above this. I should have used my little helicopter tomato, but I fumbled the bag on that one. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I fumbled the bag on that. Hey, we're moving. We're making progress. Making progress. Okay, what's next? Let me go ahead and grab that snout. Give me them kerns. Give me them. Oh, wait a minute. Big tomato. Big tomato. Ah! Now, how was I supposed to know that? I'm not gonna make that jump. That's what the tomato was for. Yeah, there's no shot. Okay, let's balance. There we go. Now we're back on track. Now we are back on track. What's next? Oh, tomato. Okay, I have went the wrong way, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to do next. Do I wait for them to go back right, do we think? Go back right? I hate this. I hate this. I'm at least gonna... Wait a minute. My saving grace. When in doubt, just jump as far as you can to the right. No. I misguided the tomato. I should have listened in school when they were talking about the aerodynamics of a tomato. I should have listened. Here we go. Full dead sprint. First boss battle. Here we go. I'm going to assume jump on his noggin. Jump on the noggin. You are a minion of somebody that stole my dog. I will go at any lengths to save him. Okay, I didn't make the jump there. It's okay. Make the jump there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, he did a charge attack. Okay. What we got here? I definitely threw that. 100% threw that little minion guy. Is he going to do another charge? Yep. Oh, I missed him. I had nowhere to go. I was in between two. Mini boss time. Lucas. Man, what is going on? It took me back to the beginning. No! Lucas, I misjudged tomatoes. There's a giant tomato here. And I am not good at the whole Scooby-Doo animation where, like, you have to balance on a barrel or a tomato or something of the sort. And I just talked about, I apparently didn't listen in class when they talked about the aerodynamics of a tomato because I am totally fumbling the bag on the giant tomato. Back to the coins. Uh-oh. We're going to have to jump on the fly. I'm doing worse on the second run than I did on the first run. Once you're down here in the slums and you're just on the thorns, I mean, not a whole lot you can do there. Lucas, what kind of bad luck did you bring me, my man? We were at the end. We were at the end with only like one hit. Now I'm at the end. I only got 2 hearts. Back's against the wall. Back is against the wall. Hop and bop. Ooh, hold on. Sneak under him. That was definitely a hit, but okay. There we go. Sneak. We're in the circular pattern. He's about to send his minions. He's about to send the minions. Yeah, he's about to go in the tree. He's about to get in the tree. Come on with it. Oh, nope. He's going to do a charge. I could have swore up and down. Okay. I got to get through the giant tomato. I'm getting to this mini boss, which is not, you guys are laughing, but check this out. I'm getting there with like 1 hit. Well, that one was 2, but that's not how we got to do it. We got to get there with a little more. Dude, the tomato. Careful, SpongeBob. Oh, I'm being so careful. I'm gonna jump on the. Oh, I didn't jump on thorns. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, thank goodness. Don't mess this up, Jake. Think about what you're doing. Wait. Okay. I can't look below me, so we're gonna... Okay, keep going. There's gonna be another tomato. Ride the tomato, Jake. No! I missed the tomato. Narrator, he has missed the tomato. It's okay. I think we made it to the mini boss with all our hearts. Oh, dude, we're so chilling. Oh, we are so chilling now. As long as we don't make mental errors, we are... Mental errors! We're chilling. How'd I miss right there? I just whiffed that. Oh, like one of my students playing pickleball. That's terrible. All right. He's going to do his little floaties. Now he's going to send his minions. Okay. That was definitely, I feel like, not part of his usual pattern. Is there another attack I can do besides, like, timing the hop and bop? Can I throw? Oh, they can come alive in your hand. That would have been helpful to know, chat. Just like that. Didn't know I could throw the minions at them. We live and we learn. And nobody was going to say that. Nobody in the chat was going to say, hey, have you tried picking up one of the little farts and throwing it at them? Nobody going to help me out with that. No, that's cool. That's fine. Lucas says, yeah, this game has no checkpoints from stage to stage. You die and go back to the beginning. Yeah, figure that out, Lucas, the hard way. DJ says, I'd like to put a vote in to make Ride the Tomato Jake the official catchphrase of Jake Dies Again. Yeah, dude, riding the wave is one thing. Riding the giant tomato is quite another. And I did not do that well. What's in the... What are the... What am I... Like, when somebody says, you're yanking my chain, is that what this means? Is that what that means? Okay, we got bumblebees. If I know anything... I'm about to say, if I know anything about a bumblebee, they got stingers. On the frogs. On the frogs. Okay, we're having a lot more success with this one. Hearts! 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 Whoa, 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 whoa! What is that? Oh, dude, that's like a little beaver thing. That kind of scared me for a minute. And we jump over the bone temple. Over the bone temple. What? Oh! Now, in every video game ever, a star is a good thing. I went to go grab the star thinking it was going to give me some kind of invincibility or something like Mario. And I get done up. All right, I jumped too far. I got a little ambitious there. He has no idea where I am. No idea. Wait a minute. Just now realized I have a timer. Just realized that. We got to book it. Okay, you want a warning? A warning. Mickey, the base form, can't breathe underwater, so don't stay submerged for too long or he dies Sonic style. That is... See, that's a good note, Lucas. You're a real one for that. You are a real one for that. Whoa, another little boss this soon? Take it. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Ah! Ah! Sorry, guys. I don't know the patterns. Hadn't played the game. Don't know the patterns. It's going to take me back to the dang beginning. That's going to just grind my dang gears. Whoa! So you just jump over them and... Okay. Well, I can do that, I think. Wait. He left his little tail behind. I'm going to assume... Okay. Don't hit the tail. Got it. Throw the tail back at him. 10-4. Oh. Game over. Okay. I got it. If I knew the patterns of this game, Just like any retro game, you play it a few times, you get the pattern, you get farther, you learn the pattern, you get farther, you learn the pattern, you keep playing. So that's a little taste of the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. I've never played it before. That was man, I gotta say, the graphics look very good, very sweet. The jump, the mechanics felt good. I know that I was not a good display of that, but this is again my first time. But it didn't feel clunky at all. Felt pretty smooth. It looked great. I enjoyed the soundtrack that I heard thus far. Little mini bosses were fun. I'm assuming they keep getting harder and you have to like pick up their patterns. So, and dude, I just love that about a retro game. Dude, you just don't get that with indie games. Or I guess you do some with indie games. But especially with like these AAA games, retro games are just in its own little category of like these really weird bosses that have patterns that don't make sense. And you just have to figure it out. And that's it. You just have to figure it out. And you just keep trying. And you have to, it's almost like you're competing against yourself of like, how can I do better than I did last time? In a high score type scenario, but more so defeating a boss. And that dopamine hit when you finally defeat him, there's just something about a retro game when you do that. You just can't quantify it. It's a good time. That's why I like retro gaming. That's why I have the channel. Let's go back to the chat. Stage boss. Oh, that was the stage boss. It wasn't another mini boss. Okay. Well, that I could see that why he's a little bit harder. That makes sense. And I think the next one, again, I've watched some gameplay. I've never played it, but I think the next one is, so the whole point of the magical quest is, well, one, they're in a magical kingdom or on a quest to a magical kingdom, but apparently he gets different outfits and that gives him different power-ups. Am I correct on that? And I think the first one is a, oh my goodness, what's it called? Starts with a T. Turin. That's, I don't pronounce anything correctly. Anyway, so that lets you go underwater and then you can actually stay underwater for a long time. And I think that's what Lucas was warning me about. If he doesn't have that outfit, you're cooked. He drowns. Deep breath of water. The game is part of a trilogy. The second game you can play with Mickey or Minnie. The third one, Mickey and Donald. Or is this were they all released English? Like, were they all released in the US? Lucas, can you verify that for me, buddy? Because I do not know. Let's go, hold on. Let's go to our votes. Actually, let's go look at our games real quick. Let's look at our games, and then we're going to go to our time of voting. Let me go to my form because we are going to stop the responses. You guys are out of time, or you're about to be out of time, for you to create or make your guess of who's going to get evicted tonight. So yeah, I have taken that down, and now we're about to enter our vote. We have the Lion King, we have Goof Troop, we have Aladdin, we have Magical Quest, we have Bonkers. Now, here's the thing. Every time that I've played a game, almost every time that I've played a game on stream, if I play it, for some reason, that game just gets a lot of hate. That game normally goes home. So, did that help remind you guys of you playing that game and you liked the game? Or did you watch that and go, it's not Aladdin, get him out? How did you guys, react when you were watching that? Did that did that confirm your eviction vote? Did that maybe convince you that Magical Quest should stay? I'd be kind of curious on, seeing a little bit of gameplay, because for me, I didn't really care if it left or stayed because I've never played it. However, I watched some more gameplay today while I was at work during break. Watched some more gameplay, played it a little bit, and I can see why people like it. I can see why it would be a good game, especially if it's the first of a trilogy and all those games are good. Man, that's a solid game. Obviously, Capcom knew what they were doing back in the day. They were just on a tear. But, man, is it strong enough to beat Lion King, though? Top of our power rankings. Is it strong enough to beat Goof Troop? Aladdin, some of our fans' favorite. Bonkers. That's what the heels want. I would imagine that it can beat out Bonkers. But that's what you guys got to decide. So let me go ahead and grab that poll. Let me go ahead and grab it. I'm going to put it in the chat. Give me just a moment. Let me go ahead and grab it. We're going to put it in the chat right quick. And yep. Okay. It is currently in the chat. Everybody go vote. Let me replace the pinned message. So now it is pinned. Let's go to the voting is open screen. The voting is open. You can now go vote. So go make your vote. I know we got some lurkers in here. Love my lurkers, but do whatever you got to do. Go to the restroom, step away, make up a phone call, whatever you got to do. Take a few moments, go cast your vote. I'm literally, as the host, giving you power on where this show goes. I'm handing it to you. Who do you want to be in the finale? Who do you want to see me continue to play? Who do you want me to continue to talk about? Because think about this. Have I said anything in this whole stream about Mickey Mania? Have I said anything in this whole stream about Toy Story? No. If you vote somebody out, like the conversation's moved on. We're not talking about them anymore. Like you are creating what's going to come for the show by voting. That's what you're doing. Okay. The first two, yes, what Lucas says. And he says the third one only on Game Boy Advance. I know that they made this exact same game and they redid it on the Game Boy Advance. I know that it was called something slightly different. I think I'm right on that. But I know this one's on the Game Boy Advance. I want to say this. I have a terrible memory. You can ask my wife. I'm not making this up. I do have a bad memory. And that's just, I have a weird thing. I know this doesn't matter. I have a just hyper crazy good short-term memory. And I don't know if it's due to trauma or just what. I have a terrible long-term memory. Just terrible. It's awful. Like for a test, I was always good in school, even though I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I could pass any test because I could just look at a sheet and I'm going to remember it for the next 2 or 3 hours. Like that's just how my brain works. Like I can scan it. But if you try to ask me something that happened like 2 or 3 years ago, dude, that was a whole different Jake. That was, I am no longer that individual any longer. Like you're just gonna have to refresh me. You're gonna have to tell me that, which is kind of fun because then somebody can tell me like something about myself, or like I can be with a friend and we're like, hey dude, remember when we went out and we were running around, we did this? I'm like, dude, what are you talking? What? And then they tell me the story and I get to have a whole new story time. So yeah, dude, I am terrible at long-term memory. I say all that to say, I feel like that I had that game on Game Boy Advance. Again, I've never played this on Super Nintendo. I want to say that I had that Mickey Mouse game. It was called something different. It wasn't exactly the Magical Quest story Mickey Mouse, I don't think. But I'm pretty sure that I had it on Game Boy Advance. Dude, I was a menace on the Game Boy Advance. Dude, I had so many games. If there was a road trip, we didn't have to be going to Disney. We didn't have to be going on vacation or, out to the river or whatever. Dude, we could just be going to the grocery store. If I'm in the back seat, I'm turning that John on and I'm getting a Yu-Gi-Oh duel in. I'm playing some Mickey Mouse. I'm playing something on my Game Boy Advance, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes. Dude, that was one of my favorite consoles. Love the Game Boy Advance. All right. Voting is open. Go ahead and everybody make your vote. I'm going to take a quick sneak peek of what is going on during the vote, because that's just because I can. I'm going to take a quick sneak peek. Make sure it's active. The link's good. Okay, we got some people voting. I will say there's some splits going on. There's some split voting. So I need you guys, everybody go vote. That way we have a clear winner of who is going to go home tonight, because we are about to kick somebody off the island. Somebody is about to go home and no longer be a part of Retro Survivor. 5 games left. Not tomorrow. Next week, we will be in the final 4. 4 games left next week. Man. Lion King, Goof Troop, Aladdin, Magical Quest, Bonkers. Again, the question is, who do you want to see go home tonight? Who is it? You need to go into the straw poll. Again, straw poll. I wish I could just do it in YouTube. However, YouTube kind of maximizes. You can only put 4 different options in a poll, and we got 5 options. It's just not a possibility. Straw poll is really easy. You click the link, you answer the question. It's super quick, super simple. Don't let a link from a random person on YouTube intimidate you. I promise you, it's just a vote, and you click out, and you're a part of the show, and it's done. Lion King, Goof Troop, Aladdin, Magical Quest, which you saw today, maybe for the first time. I doubt it. I feel like I'm on an island on that one. And Bonkers, which I think we've played twice this season. but Bonkers needs to go home. If you don't, hey, maybe you're kind of on the fence. And maybe you're thinking, who do I need to get out? Get Bonkers out. Bonkers stayed last week. If you remember, it's not on there currently, thank God, but there was a save state feature emblem on Bonkers because the heels took the stream over. But guys, this is a chance. We have fixed the issue. Nobody is rating the stream. We are back in control. The fans can now get Bonkers out. The fans can get what they want and get our villain out. That way we can get the 4 games that actually deserve to be here, and they can continue the story. I'm going to give you a few more moments. Go ahead. Go into the voting booth. Make your decision. Let me go ahead and check up on the straw poll one more time. Oh, the chat. I haven't even looked at the chat in a minute. Hold on. I've been looking at the vote. Yeah, Lucas was telling me about the third one only on the Game Boy Advance. That makes sense. Okay. My lurkers, Lucas, Electric. I know you guys like to watch during work time and things like that. Go ahead and go vote because we're not going to have just another moment because I got to go because that's why, look, I got my scary movie shirt on. Usually on Tuesdays is when I go to the movies. It's discount day at my local theater. And that was a few weeks back. I went and watched Obsession, which is absolutely insane if you hadn't watched it. And today I'm going to go watch The Backrooms. So as soon as stream is over, I told my buddy about 5:30 I was going to end stream, head to his house. He lives a few minutes down the road. We're going to go watch it. And then typically after that, we debrief the movie at the local Waffle House. So that's the vibe. That's the move. Get some buddies, go watch a scary movie. We debrief it at the local Waffle House. It's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. Dude, if any of you guys came to visit Louisiana, meet me at the Waffle House. We'll have a good time. Voting is open. Give you another moment. And then we're going to go ahead and close it down. We're going to close the curtains. All right, let me check it one more time. Oh, man. Okay, we have a tie. I need somebody else to go vote to break the tie. If not, it's going to be me. And you know I'm going Bonkers. You know where I'm going. So we need somebody else to go ahead and vote. The last one just put it at a tie. We need somebody to break it. Go ahead and go vote. We have a tie on the vote. There is one person. Well, I say that, I'm going to take a long time to say it, and then probably 2 or 3 people are going to vote, and it might still be a tie. I don't know. But at this point, if somebody votes really quickly and I see it, and it's not 2 or 3 people at the same time, you will have all the power to say, I'm literally going to pick between 2 different games of who stays and who goes home. And I could shake the whole season up. I could literally shake one person watching the chat can have a whole difference on where this goes. One person. And that's why you need to set an alarm, be here at 4:30 Central Standard Time. Because, yeah, I'm sure that you have a great time watching the video on demand. You can watch it on my Jake Dies Again, YouTube page. More than welcome to do that. But if you're here, you have the power to vote. You have the power to change things. You might be in a situation like this where there is a tie between 2 games, and you get to pick who's going home single-handedly. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's go back to it. All right, I'm going to give you guys just another moment. Last person to break the vote, break the tie, and then we're going to ask whoever gets that tiebreaker vote, whoever goes home, they're going to leave Retro Survivor. We're going to have our closing ceremony. Give you guys just one more moment. This is actually, and the 2 games that's in between, I am pretty surprised about. I'm not even going to lie to you. That's actually kind of shocking. I wouldn't have thought that. If you had told me that it's between 2 games, I don't think, okay, I could see one of them. The other one is an absolute shock. So that's, okay, the tie has been broken. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the vote. Okay. Here we go. We're ending it. So we have we have an answer. The votes are in. Thank you guys so much for voting. Here, let me pull up my chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. Vote has been cast. Electric has, I think, so Electric might have broken the tie. That might have been you, Electric. Either way, the votes are in. We got to get down to business. We got some business to take care of. So, guys, we have 5 games left. We have a clear winner. The tie has been broken. of who is going to go home tonight. Whoa, wait a minute. Guys, let me get my fire going. We can't have an eviction not having the glow and crackling of the fire in front of us. It's not even a real eviction. All right, everybody pull up a seat. Let's get down to business. Scoot in, scoot in. This is important. All right, everyone. The votes are in. And tonight, one of you are going to be going home. You're going to have just a few moments to gather your things. You're going to tear down your shelter. You're going to say your goodbyes. Might even give you a 10-second speech. But then you got to go. What's going to happen next? I got a camera crew standing by on the mainland. They're going to come by in a boat. They're going to pick you up and take you back. And you're going to be off Retro Survivor. Without further ado, the person going home today is the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Magical Quest, you just have a few moments to gather your things, like I said, say your goodbyes, and then someone's going to come pick you up. You are no longer a part of Retro Survivor. The chat has spoken. The chat, the majority of the chat, they broke the tie. Magical Quest, you are going home. My gameplay could not save you. So if you guys can listen closely, there's a boat off in the distance. It is coming near. And they're off to pick you up, Magical Quest. So we're going to wave Mickey Mouse by. Mickey Mouse is off the island this week. And guys, we're going to wait for the boat to leave. Boat is left. All right. Lucas is going to put some water on that campfire. Lucas is putting water on the campfire right now. Appreciate that, Lucas. All right, guys, we are down to 4. We are in the final 4 of Retro Survivor Disney Edition. We had 13 Disney games. Walk in here, 4 or left. 4 or left. And guys, we almost had the shock of the century. We almost had a heavy hitter go. There was a tie between a heavy hitter and it almost went home. And I just want to go ahead and say this. Here, let me go. Well, no, we'll stay in the screen. I just want to go ahead and say this. I think I'm going to have to go back and do some digging. I truly think. No, I've played Bonkers and Bonkers is still here. I was about to say, I think every stream that I've played a game, the game goes home right after. The game goes, normally, the game goes home right after I play it. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's because of my skill level or what I'm doing, but the game typically goes home after I play it. But I can't say that that's 100% accurate because I've played Bonkers twice, and you guys have still let that little booger stay in my show. So next week, we're running out of weeks to make this right. We are running out of weeks to make right the wrong that is Bonkers still in my chat, still in my game. So next week, come back Tuesday at 4:30, cast your vote. We're going to try to get Bonkers out. That way we can have the true 2 finale winners, finale contestants, and decide a winner here in just a few weeks. Man, guys, thank you so much for being a part of it. Retro Years says, let's go. Do you think that was the right move, Rob, from Retro Years? It's all being made right. Electric, don't say anything right now. I know that you're not going to get Bonkers out. I know you're part of the movement. I know you're part of the NWO. I know that you're trying to take him to the top. And I'm over it. I really am. I'm over it. We have the final 4. I have no idea how Bonkers has made it thus far. I have no idea how it beat out Magical Quest or Beauty and the Beast because I kind of like Beauty and the Beast. Now, Toy Story, obviously. Mickey Mania, But, yeah, final 4. Next week, we're going to decide. We're going to come to the top 3. The next week, man, the finale is right around the corner. That is crazy. These seasons go so fast, but I have a lot of fun doing it. And man, before we leave, I just want to go ahead and say, and I feel like I don't say this enough, thank you guys so much for being active in chat. Thank you guys for watching. I mean, there's a million things you could be watching right now. There's people you could be hanging out with. There's a lot you could be doing. Like I value my time a whole lot. That's why I try to put a lot of effort into the show. Sometimes we have little bugs, little glitches like my overheat sound playing, things like that. But I try to put a lot of effort into it and have fun with you guys because man, I truly enjoy every Tuesday at 4:30 and I appreciate you guys for joining. And I try to do little things like, goofy stuff like, giving you guys a giveaway and some silly things like that. But man, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate all of you. Let's go back. I'm gonna say one more thing, or let me read the chat one more time, and then I'm gonna sign off. Retro Year says 2WC says bonkers for life. Bonkers for life. Electric says bonkers will be over when he wins. Bonkers is not getting over, dude. Bonkers is not getting over. You know what I need to do? I need to do something to bury bonkers. I need to have creative to where I absolutely bury bonkers. That way the fans are he's not getting the push. Like I've already not given him the push. Now I got to go even farther and I got to bury him. I got to let somebody weaker than him pin him clean. I got to do something. I'm going to stew on that this next week. I'm going to stew on it and there's going to be a way where I bury him, where there's no coming back. I'm going to be thinking about it. All right. Let's see. Barry Bonkers, my new stage name. Barry Bonkers? Barry Bonkers? Where does that come from? I feel like I missed something. Man, thank you guys so much again for watching. I will catch you guys next week at 4:30. We will find the final 3 of Disney Edition of Retro Survivor.